Thank you.
One major thing that I like to focus on dealing with my students. Fortunately, at Wayne County Community College, the majority of my students reflect our community. And I stress to my students that for years what we have thought as normal, to a great extent, is insane. A lot of things that go on in our community. Just think about this, if you will. Black parents pay for an education for their black children to go to a school. And we teach our children all about white people. And then you hope that they're going to respect you afterwards. Well, as educators, we're not teaching our children about you and to respect you and what you have done. And the sad thing is, we're all paying taxes for this and continue for years to have discussions on the peripheral, outside of the school. We all collectively say that the schools aren't doing their jobs. But what are we going to do about it to force their hand, since we are paying for it? Do we really think that our children are going to reach their best potential learning all about white people? The center of our education focused on people who had disdain and hatred for us. When school returns, our children are taught to look up to people who enslaved black people, terrorized black people, castrated black people. And our children are taught to look up to these people. Do we understand this? Now, if we don't get engaged, we're forcing these schools to do what they are supposed to do. Just imagine what's coming down the pipeline. I'm an integration baby. I was born after the 60s. My mindset was totally different from my mothers and fathers. I was not taught about my mothers and fathers. I was not given their psychology in these institutions. So right now, the typical life for a black person, we send our children to schools from kindergarten to 12th grade to learn all about white people. After they graduate from high school, we hope they get a job working for white people. And after they get a job working for white people, they save up money so they can move into white communities, hoping to have children that they can send to go to school with white people, and then they die. And that's the typical life for a black person. And this is normal to us. But other people, can you imagine in the Jewish community, Jewish parents sending their children to a Jewish school, and the whole curriculum is about Jamaicans? Just think about it. Just think about it. Think about it in Dearborn, the Arab family, Arab children sent to an Arab school, and the whole curriculum is about Mexicans. No one in their right mind put other people before their mothers and fathers. If you have done that, you're out of your mind. Other people would die before they allowed it that. Go to Dearborn and tell them there'll be no more Muhammad. Tell the white community there'll be no more founding fathers. Go to one of these communities and say, we're not going to talk about your mother and fathers at all. And see how they react. But this is our normal reality. And these are the type of meetings that we have outside of the institutions that we pay for. But you, as well as I try to do this as much as I can. I try to force some of these principal hands to represent the mindset that should be in our curriculum. Our children should think like our mothers and fathers before us, but they're thinking like the people who murdered our mothers and fathers. And that's why you are their target.
Why do we all
do you understand?
Other people responsible for our behavior? We got ourselves in that problem.
Right, and this is what I'm saying. We need to address this because again, we're paying for these schools to do exactly what they're doing. So as an educator, when people ask me what's wrong with these schools, to be honestly, historically, nothing. These schools were designed for one child and one child only, the upper class white male child. And all educators and other teachers, we're taught to go in there and promote white supremacy. So we are to teach that the white man is the father of history, that the white man is the father of psychology, that the white man is the father of mathematics, medicine, biology, science, and everything. We promote white supremacy inside these schools. So if we continue to allow that to happen, the outcomes that we have a problem with today will continue. We must get involved with our schools who are constantly shaping and molding our children's mind. And if you don't like where their minds are, we must change the ideas inside of those institutions that we're paying for, that we've been standing idly by, watching them destroy, and give our children a pre-penitentiary education.
All right, talk about it.